Good morning, children. Yeah, yesterday we have finished that class fractions and how to make fractions and how to write fractions and everything. Now, you are more familiar about number line. This class, you people are going to learn about representation of fractions on number line. Okay, it doesn't mean that fractions on number line. Fractions on number line. Okay, do you know what is number line actually? Yes, I think you might have learned in your sixth and fourth standard, I think. Okay, number line means the line which contains all the numbers. It should have 0 is the middle of the number line. I'll write here number line. See here, this is the model of the number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 means -1, -2, -3. See, number line means don't think that this much size only. Here I kept arrow mark na. Arrow mark doesn't mean that it can be extends infinite. So numbers are infinite. So we can write like this: -3, -4, -5, -6, after so on. And here +1, +2, +3, so on. That is the structure of the number line. Okay. On the number line, we know very easily how to plot number 3 means here 3. You can circle that is as a 3. But how can you represent fractions on number line? Very easy and very essential topic, children. All of you, this is. So listen carefully. Fractions on number line. So in that, we need to keep some points in your mind. A fraction is nothing but numerator and denominator. Na? We must identify first denominator is here. Okay, and next thing, you must identify whether it is positive or negative. In this class we are not going to learn about negatives, only we can discuss about positive fractions only, so there is no problem. So first thing is you must identify the denominator of the given fraction. Now here this is the number line na? This and the distance between two consecutive numbers is called 1 unit. The distance between two consecutive numbers is called 1 unit. Means here distance, all are 1 unit. Okay. But the thing is here, maximum normal fractions always less than 1 only. So what is the denominator given here? You must divide that unit box into as many parts as denominator. Okay, if it is denominator 5, you must divide that 1 unit box into 5 small equal boxes. Okay. Now, what is the first point? Need to observe denominator and need to observe positive or negative divide unit box into as many equal parts as denominator. Okay, children. Now let me give one example. represent 3 by 5. 3 by 5 on number line. Okay. Now solution. See, this is here somewhere you can start 0. This is positive, na? Positives must occur right side of the 0. Positives must occur right side of the 0. So you can divide small equal 5. What is denominator here? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth part must be. Okay. Again like this. Leave it. So first one is 0, na? 0 after 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5. Here 0 after 1 only, na? Yes, 1. Am I right? 5 by 5 means 1, na? Now what fraction we needed here? 3 by 5. 3 by 5. 3 by 5 means where it is? Here. You can mark as 3 by 5. Here you can write your name. Yeah. Therefore, here L represents am I right, children? Clear? Very good. This is example 1. And let me give one more example. Represent represent 8 by represent 8 by 7 or else otherwise 8 by 5. 8 by 5. Okay. Again denominator is 5 only. Therefore divide each equal box into 5 parts. So draw a number line here. As it is 0. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth part must be. Okay. Here 0 na. 0 by 5, 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 5, again 1, 6 by 5, 7 by 5, 8 by 5, 9 by 5, again 10 by 5 means 2. Am I right? Now what we need to represent? 8 by 5. Yes. Here K is representing see here we got it before 5 only. Here we got after 5. Okay, I'll tell you the difference between both the fractions. This is the way of representing fractions on number line. Clear, children? Now write down all of you and draw that number line in your rough space and write these 3 points, and later on example 1, example 2, please to write it. Okay, children, did you all finish writing this? That's good. Next, types of fractions. Types of fractions. In the generally, usually we have learned about proper fraction and improper fraction. Am I right? What is proper fraction? The word itself proper, it doesn't mean that the fraction which should be a proper. But don't think like that. First one is proper fraction. Or it is proper fraction. A fraction in which numerator is less than denominator is called proper fraction. Proper fraction. Okay, example. Here numerator must be always less than denominator. That's all. You must compare numerator and denominator. Numerator is always less than denominator. Now 3 by 5, 4 by 6, 2 by 7. These are all proper fractions only. If you observe that the value of proper fraction must be always less than 1. The value of proper fraction must be always less than 1. That you can write it as note point. The value of proper fraction should be less than 1. Should be always less than 1. Am I right? Now, second one. Improper fraction. The word itself it is given, it's which are not proper fractions. Means proper means less than should be numerator should be less than denominator. It's not proper means improper. Means numerator is not less than. Means the fraction in which numerator is greater than denominator. Is called improper fraction. Okay, children. Examples. Same. You can reciprocal those. 5 by 3, 6 by 5, and 10 by 7, One thing, children, you can observe that if you observe here, whenever numerator is more than denominator, then always the value of this must be more than 1. For example, I'll tell you one example. You have 3 mangoes, but in your group of friends, five were there. But you have only 3 mangoes. How will you distribute all the mangoes? Your friends are 5. You have 3 mangoes only. So it is unable. Means here, whatever quantity you have, more than that quantity, the people are there. So if you want to distribute the mangoes to each and everybody, still you need to get the 2 values, 2 mangoes. Means, so it's always more than 1. Note point. The value of improper fraction is always greater than 1. Okay. All right, children. This you must write it. Okay, children, did you all finish this? Next, one more fraction. Still, we have one more fraction, that is mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means a fraction which contains whole number part and a fractional part is called mixed fraction. Okay, children, sometimes you might have observed that fraction which is also including with a whole number part. For example, 2 and 5 by 6, 2 and 5 by 6, comma 1 and 3 by 7, 1 and 3 by 7, comma 5 and 2 by 3. These are all. These are all. Okay. See here, this is whole number part and this is fractional part. In this fraction, two parts where it is containing two parts. One is whole number part and another one is fractional part. A fraction which contains whole number part and fractional part, such fractions are called as mixed fractions. This is not pure fraction. It is a mixed fraction. The word itself given mixed. It is mixing with whole numbers. It is mixing with the whole numbers. Note, mixed fractions are always greater than 1 and only improper fractions can be converted into mixed fractions. Okay, children? Clear? Like this. Otherwise, let me give one example here. Conversion of improper into mixed. Okay. Improper fraction means, example, 7 by 3. 7 by 3. Numerator is more, na? So, solution, you can divide with 7 divided by 3. 3 to the 6, remainder is 1. You must write here whatever coefficient is, you got it, that is the whole number part, and remainder is the numerator part and divisor is denominator part. So it can be written as 2 and 1 by 3. 2 and 1 by 3. Clear, children? Now take another one. Example, 15 by 4. 15 by 4, that implies divide. 15 divided by 4, 4 3 is 12, remainder is 3. That implies, what is the quotient here? 3, that should be whole number part. Remainder is numerator part and divisor is denominator part. Now 3 and 3 by 4 is nothing but 15 by 4. Children, as you are grown children, you must do directly. Okay, you can write directly. Divide with 3. 3 to the 6 na? 3 to the 6. 8 minus 6 remainder is 2. Remainder must use the numerator, and this is directly without doing division. I am writing here because as your grown pupil. Okay, now write this. Okay, children? Children, did you all finish? This is converting improper fraction into mixed fraction now. And last one more concept, a small concept, already which all of you have known this. Mixed fractions into improper. Am I right? Mixed fractions into improper. Example: convert 2 and 3 by 2 into improper. Two and 3 by, sorry, 2 and 1 by 2. Okay, simply nothing but this denominator should be multiplied with quotient and add that 1 to that result. 2 2 is how much? 4. 2 into 2 plus 1 by 2. That implies 4 plus 1 by 2. That implies 5 by 2. Okay. And another example. Three and 2 by 6. 3 and 2 by 6. Solution. That implies 6 3's plus numerator by 6 3's 18 plus 2 by 6. That implies 20 by 6. Okay. Another example. 4 and 2 by 5. 4 and 2 by 5. Children, you need not follow entire this method. Directly you can. 5 4 how much? 20 plus 2 how much? 22. That is why directly you can write 22 by 5. Okay. And one thing here, 7.2 exercise is given. Today you need to complete all the problems. Only 3 Romans I have given. Very easy, all the 3 Romans you must complete. Exercise 7.2. That is your homework. Okay. All right. This all of you.